Anything that your mind says has an identical response from the body's cells. We would like to break more laws if one law is too strict. Our minds are working on making boring speeches more exciting. You're conditioned to enjoy the songs you've most listened to in high school. Memories are more like pieced images than precise snapshots. When you feel like you're low on something like money, you're obsessive about it. A scientist named Thomas H. Morgan discovered that chromosomes had inherited knowledge. Your brain is doing more imaginative work when you're sleepy. It is also found that staying optimistic about the future can powerfully shield people from physical and mental illness. People who view crime shows and films have consistently overestimated the frequency of crime in the real world. Your reliance on social media is the product of your psychological system. There's a neurological explanation why you thought like your phone was vibrating, because there's absolutely no warning called phantom vibration syndrome. Some people live their lives as if they were in a reality television show. Feeling as though you are in a TV reality show is considered the Truman Syndrome. Seeing others favorably shows our positive characteristics. Seeing others negatively reveals our negative attributes. Depression is often referred to as the product of thought. Imagination causes issues that didn't exist. Being happy around people makes you happier. Convincing yourself that you slept well tricks your brain into believing you did. The sort of music you listen to influences the way you view the world. Romantic desire is biochemically indistinguishable from serious obsessive-compulsive disorder. Phobias may be memories which are passed down through many ancestors by means of our DNA, according to new studies. Researchers are thinking of adding internet addiction to the general list of psychiatric illnesses. The brain experiences rejection as physical discomfort. We might persuade ourselves that a dull job was enjoyable if we weren't rewarded. Sugar and fat were pretty good stuff to our predecessors. Our brain doesn't think that long-term deadlines are so significant. Our own local culture and environment can sometimes cause hallucinatory voices. The average high school student now has the same level of anxiety as compared to the average psychiatric ward inmate in the early 1950s. Religious rituals, such as prayer, are associated with significantly lower levels of mental issues or psychological discomfort. No one born blind has ever had schizophrenia. Your choices are more logical because you think about another language. Human behavioral studies indicate that a person who loses mobile phone experiences a fear comparable to a near-death experience. A hug longer than 20 seconds will produce hormones into your body that makes you trust the individual who is hugging you. People are franker because they are emotionally drained. That's why people mention things in late-night talks. Chocolate discharges the chemical oxytocin, which is the same chemical your body produces when you are happy. Happiness, rage, sorrow, anxiety, disgust, and surprise are the 6 feelings that are uniformly conveyed. People seem to be happy when they are kept busy, as this keeps them from worrying about bad problems in life. Narcissistic personality disorder exists in around 6% of the population. The sight of water has a very calming and soothing effect on people, which makes them experience happiness, calming thoughts, and be even more imaginative. One research claimed that a man who was named Billy Milligan had 24 personalities. Money will buy happiness, but only to a certain extent. Retrograde amnesia is a disease where you don't recall much of the injuries. About all colors have a physical wavelength associated with it, but the magenta hue does not. Instead, the brain is actually viewing the color as not green. Almost all colors have a physical wavelength associated with it, but the color magenta doesn't, as your brain is actually interpreting the color as not green. We scream out when we are really happy, and our hypothalamus in our brain can't distinguish the difference between good happiness and sorrow. When we sleep, our spinal fluid flows into the skull beyond the blood vessels of the brain. This reduces brain cell waste, a particular accumulation of amyloid beta protein. The fastest supercomputer in the world takes 24 million watts of power to run, but our brains only need 20 watts and operate over 100,000 times faster. Exercise slows the neurological deterioration in our brains, and increased physical exercise will delay our brains aging by 10 years.